Hey everyone, it's Wacko. Welcome you to week 7 of CLDL, season 5. In this episode, we are going against Sambo Lambo. Is that what his name is? Or is it like something else? Hold on. Uh, well, Discord just says S dot dot dot, but I'm pretty sure it's Sambo Lambo. Anyways, um, today we are bringing a Choice Scarf Meowscarada, a Shukaberry Iron Treads, Terra Grass, Agility Moltres, Choice Specs Terrapagos, Physical Adamant Mesprit, and Terra Steel Meteor Beam Rock Polish Aurorus. Um, and he's going to be bringing Terra Fire Rotom Fan, Scissor, Urshifu Single Strike, Mega Poopancy, Mew, and Terra Swellow. This matchup, I honestly didn't think I'd win, like, at all. Even though I have a Moltres, this team just can't beat Scissor. If he finds a way to beat Moltres, he will. If he finds a way to kill Moltres, I just lose to Scissor. It's pretty simple, honestly. And then on top of that, I also have to work around like an Urshifu that gets Stone Edge coverage. I also have to work around Rotom Fan that's Terra Fire, and Terra Fire Rotom Fan is like kind of scary against me. Um, I also have to deal with Mew and Terra Swellow, which I don't have a switch in. The only reason I brought Aurora to this game was because, of Terra Swellow. Otherwise, I could have brought Fez and Dippity, but Fez just kind of invites in Scissor for free, whereas at least Aurorus, like if I can get Aurorus in on Swellow, my idea is just to click Meteor Beam and hope for the best, which would do a lot more than like Heat Wave from Fez, I'm pretty sure, so... maybe not, because it's not Mega Scissor, and then like he has no parting shot on, like Anna Bunny did. But I don't know. I opted to go with Aurorus. I think Aurorus is a little bit scarier like in the game than Fez would be. And so yeah, not a very good look so far. Let me just make sure I'm actually recording. Cool. All right, so we're gonna play this out. Yeah, he is Terrifier Rotom. In prep, I didn't really look at the Rotom a lot either, because I just assumed it would be Terra Swellow. And my opponent also had a Nidoking and a Vaporeon, and I thought both of them were likely to come. I actually kind of thought that like Diancie or Mew would stay back, but I think that's just my bias because I think Mega Diancie is trash. Anyways, I'm gonna lead with Terrapagos. He's gonna lead with the Scissor, and I'm gonna Terra Shift. Here, he was taking a little bit to actually click a move, so I had a feeling he found out that Terrapagos got Flamethrower like that very moment. Or maybe he already knew that, but yeah, Terrapagos gets Flamethrower, so he's like, oh, he's probably gonna click that, so I'm gonna switch into my Mew. Little does he know, I'm just gonna click Specs Terra Starstorm. In theory, Scissor and Mega Diancie both get two-shot by Terra Starstorm anyways, so it was a pretty free click, especially because Terrapagos gets Flash Cannon for Dia and Flamethrower for Scissor. Like, they don't really want to switch in case I actually predicted them to switch in, so his best play was to go Mew. And I'm going to go into Iron Treads. I honestly should have just stayed in with Terrapagos here, but he's going to U-turn with the Mew and go Rotom Fan. I'm like, oh god, I don't know what to do. The Rotom Fan... I don't think I actually calced what this Rotom Fan was. Like, I wasn't sure if he was, like, specially defensive or, like, offensive. I don't know. This is, like, the only mon I didn't, like, calc at all. He's gonna Wisp me, which really sucks because I'm physical Mesprit. And something else about this Mesprit is I almost ran mixed anyways. It was gonna be, like, Adamant with Fire Punch enough to Oko Scissor. And then I could have ran offensive enough on the special side to de-gleam the Urshifu, and then still run Iron Tail for the Diancie, and then like I guess Psychic or Psyshock for everything else, and that would have been perfectly fine. But I decided to just go fully physical, which really sucks because as you're gonna see here, he's gonna Volt Switch into Shifu. Uh, I Psycho Cutted here, but I knew the Shifu was gonna come in. And I almost just clicked Play Rough, so that really sucks. And if I had D-Gleam, this Shifu is dead. Because I'm Culver Berry. It's not gonna kill me. It would have killed me if he was banded, but he's showing here that he's like probably Scarf. But he's at least not banded or like a boosting item. So he's just gonna Wicked Blow again. I'm gonna go into Treads because our Earthquake kills. And I didn't want to go into Moltres just yet, and I didn't also want Trapagos to take any chip just yet because Trapagos is like a free like get out of jail free card. So yeah, there's that. I could have maybe just went into Meowscarada, but I wasn't sure what the Urshifu's item was, and I didn't really feel great about clicking Flower Trick or anything just yet. Or even Low Kick, because if he goes into Rotom Fan, then like what do I do? But I think either way, I end up in the same spot. Like I'm kind of forced to Volt Switch on this Rotom, and like I can't do anything about this. I probably should have ran a fucking I probably should have ran like Stone Edge or whatever the fuck Iron Treads gets for Rotom, because Treads just can't touch Rotom. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch out into Aurorus. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna click Volt here, and I can't really do anything about it. So I'm gonna let in Aurorus, and he had like such a free close combat slash Wicked Blow slash Stone Edge that like I literally couldn't do anything but let Aurorus die. And if I tear it into Steel here, the same thing would have happened anyways, and I would have died to a close combat. So yeah, my only play was to let Aurorus die. At least that's how I felt. I could have maybe went Terapagos, maybe, on a close combat, and if he's scarfed into close combat, then I could pivot into Moltres, but I felt like I'm still playing like very far behind. Now I'm gonna go into Meowscarada. I'm just gonna U-turn. I honestly probably could have just clicked knockoff for I don't know. I U-turn though on the Mew. So at least I get a kill here, and I'm gonna go Terapagos because Terapagos can 1v1 anything he sends out pretty much. He's gonna U-turn into Scissor though, and then Terra Starstorm is only gonna do 38, and I'm like, holy shit. This Scissor is like really specially defensive, and why is my freaking computer trying to blow up? Shit. Anyways, yeah, his Scissor is really especially defensive. I'm like, oh man, I don't two-shot this. Like, I thought I two-shot everything. And it's really sad because on the off chance I thought he would bring in Scissor, I was thinking about clicking Flamethrower. Actually, I think I was more thinking about clicking Earth Power, but I don't really want to lock into a move regardless, and that kind of made me regret my decision to run Choice Specs on this thing. Like, Expert Belt Terapagos with, like, Rock Polish would have went in, like, very much. But, yeah. So I'm gonna go into Treads now as he knocks my Shuka Berry off. I'm just gonna Earthquake because I don't want this thing to, like, spam Roost and shit. He's gonna go into Diancie and, like, what? Oh, I did lose him on to Diancie. Wow. Well, he's gonna Earth Power me. I'm gonna die. I'm not sure if he didn't knock me, if Earth Power even killed me. Like, if the Shuka was still intact. I'm not sure. I honestly think Diancie still killed Treads, like, at full health without Shuka. But anyways, I'm gonna go into Meow here, because I really needed to force in the Rotom Fan. And his Scissor is so low that it can't switch into Meow like it normally would. So I'm just gonna Flower Trick the Rotom. Oh, I thought I knocked off. I should have probably clicked knock or a U-turn in this situation. Because my Meowscarada is Choice Scarf, and locking myself into Flower Trick was like not good for me. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna hard switch in Terapagos here. He's gonna go hard Swellow, and he's gonna click Boomburst. He probably should have just Terastallized here, but he, I think he chose not to because this could play out in a way where he would have to Terra Rotom. But he still had two of his Terras left, and I'm like, I can't just go Moltres yet. I have to go Meowscarada again and click knockoff. And honestly, I think what I should have done here was go hard Moltres. Why did he go Shifu? I have no idea why he went Shifu. Because if I doubled into Moltres on like a Wisp or something, then like he would have been in big trouble. But I also felt like he just clicked Volt Switch. So I wasn't really sure what I would do there, but I did think about doubling into Moltres. Anyways, I'm gonna knock off his Choice Scarf, which actually kind of sucks for me. Because now he can just Wicked Blow. And he's still faster than Moltres. So I can't, like, say Wicked Blow had knocked out Meow, for example, and he still had the Scarf. I could have still went Moltres. But I'm pretty sure Moltres would have had, Moltres would have had to, like, get the Flame Body burn in order to win. But I would have at least been able to claim another kill. However, he's just gonna Terra normal his Swellow and just OHKO me. Really sucks because I also wanted to run Terra Steel on my Moltres. But he had a Vaporeon in the back that he could have brought, and I'm like, well, Terra Steel Moltres is not going to break through Vaporeon at all. And I wasn't sure if I should trust Meowscarada and Aurorus with breaking through Vaporeon. He didn't even bring it. So Terra Steel Moltres could have easily won from like this range at least. Because if I Agility with Moltres, Scarf Shifu doesn't outspeed me, Specs Swellow doesn't outspeed me, Mega Poopansy doesn't outspeed me, Dead Mew doesn't outspeed me, Bullet Punch doesn't do a lot, and Rotom is low enough to where I could click anything and it dies. But the Rotom was the only thing stopping me from trying to go into Moltres earlier, because if he did Terra Fire, then I wasn't going to be able to kill it super easily. And if I Terastallized, I have to play around Terastallization too, because he could Air Slash me, or he could Volt Switch and get momentum on depending on like my Terra if I don't do enough damage, or if he gets a lot of damage off on my Agility turn. So I didn't really think there was a good way out of it, and he played really well around my lack of prediction. I feel like I didn't really play like wrong though. So it's kind of weird because I don't know what to think of this game. But I mean, losing this bad probably makes up for the amount of hacks that happened to Geo last week. And it's really sad to see Moltres lose to Mega Scissor and Regular Scissor. But at least I didn't lose to like Mega Diancie. Like it only clicked Earth Power. I mean, like I still lost a Mon to Mega Poopansy, but Mega Mega Poopansy's garbage. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, GG's to Sambo. Next week, I think we're up against like Chungus or something, and I think I need to get like a really big win, followed by like either another win or like a really small loss in order to make playoffs. I am 4-3, so like I'm still in a good spot, but things are a little bit more interesting now because I'm 4-3 with I think -3 differential, and sometimes shit just doesn't work out in a good way. I think me and Anna Bunny are like pretty close to the 7th seed as well. And there's a few coaches that are kind of making their way up to, I think P. McGee is now 3-3 after being like 1-3. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more interesting depending. And I'm pretty sure Annabunny won this week as well. But I didn't get to watch the game yet because school is kicking my ass. Yeah, I guess anything else to say? I am graduating in like 3 weeks, and school is just kind of destroying me. So I couldn't really bring the best prep for Sambo, and I'm probably not going to be able to prep super well for Chungus either. So I have to rely on like having a good time to prep for Claude, because I think by the time I play Claude, at least I think I play Claude week 9. Like I have to rely on that week not being a bad week, because I think this week and next week are like the worst 2 weeks of school I have left. Just because I have so many assignments to start and do. Even though I'm like constantly fucking working, I don't know how they expect me to do shit. But college, yay. So yeah. I'm also going on a trip in May. So even if I don't make playoffs, I think it's probably for the best in case of that happening. But I think the only week that would be affected by vacation would be the finals week. So that would be me assuming that I would make it to finals. Because let me see my calendar. We're on week 7 right now. Week 7 will end on the 7th. Week 8 will end on the 14th, and week 9 will end on the 21st. With the first round of playoffs being on the week I graduate, second round. Yeah, so it would be like the last few days of semifinals and then the week of finals. For the league, not for school. School's weird, because like I'm pretty sure I've taken all my finals except one. And stuff is just randomly due, and it doesn't make sense, but I'm almost done, so yay. And I don't have any other leagues lined up either. Actually, technically I do, because Jaden started a league, and I might record for that, but I'm not sure if there's anything happening, or if he's like waiting. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week when we face Chungus. Actually, let me see what Chungus has for us. You can't see the full thing, actually. Let me go back to this so I can use my other screen. And that way I don't have to fuck this up for next time. That's kind of how I want it. Let's go back to this. Scene 2. There we go. This is our matchup for next week. That's a speed boost Blaziken, very fun. I'm not really sure how the fuck I beat speed boost Blaziken. I guess I have a Moltres, but I mean the thing gets rock moves, it gets thunder punch and shit like that, so I guess we'll find out how we beat it, because Rotom Wash certainly doesn't do shit. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to bring Rotom Wash to this matchup. Damn. But Terra Vycavolt pretty good. Even Quillfish. I can imagine him bringing like Rain with like Specs Hydro Primarina and like Swift Swim and Quillfish with Terra. That would be kind of insane to play against. Like all he would have to do is chip Terrapagos in one way or another. Or honestly, even just like in the rain, just flip turn on Terrapagos. And then you break my my multi-scale. And then you can come back later and destroy me. You just have to get up the rain again. And then Quillfish just 6-0s me. Maybe that's just me being stupid though, because I feel like every matchup I look at with a Quillfish can 6-0 like very easily. and people just don't really see that, but whatever. That's our matchup, and I will see you guys later.